our work a little bit easier and safer. And regarding this, I do have conflict of interest, as I have developed this tool together with my sister, Nina, who is a professor at Karolinska in digitalization of e-health. So, together with a neonatologist, we published a paper where we looked at all the children that had become blind in Sweden during the last 10 years. And we wanted to check the adherence to our guidelines. And a little bit surprisingly, we found that in 67% of the cases, the screening procedure was not according to our guidelines, and that was both regarding timing of screening diagnosis and timing and type of treatment. So this forced us, and among other things, working with clinical data in research, realizing how important it is to capture good data and valid data to look over the procedures when we screen our babies. We do really need better tools, as we are today depending on individualized, not structured reporting. I think the structured reporting area is extremely important for advancing care, which has been shown, for instance, in pediatric oncology, where they have, from early on, had structured reporting, being able to compare data from different centers. And I listed some of the things that are very often not described in the same fashion, depending on examiner or center. We also have to do several subjective calculations when screening our babies regarding first visit screening intervals. And as we heard from Aldina, there are now individualized prediction models identifying babies at high risk that could be used in the clinic when we screen the babies. And we do know that we have to manually transfer data into our patient registry, which takes a lot of time, is extremely important that the data is valid. And for instance, in Swedrup, we know that we are approximately 1 year behind real data because it takes so much time to actually put this data into the registry. So now we have developed a tool which we named DigiROP, where we capture screening data. And as seen here, we have all the babies listed that are ongoing in our clinic. We have now used this since the summer in Gothenburg. And I just give you a short description of how this tool works. First of all, as I said, we have now a standardized protocol where we need to decide regarding both eyes, right eye, left eye, regarding if the disease, how the disease is developed nasally and temporally, and regarding zone, regarding pre-plus, APROP, hemorrhage or not. And also here we have oxygen delivery to the baby. Here we can put in notes if we have something we want to comment on. We also have information regarding risk factors. And we also do get, here we have the risk prediction for this baby. I would see this is baby we screened on Monday, and the mother allowed me to show this baby for you. And this baby had an individualized prediction of 37. And we heard from Gerd that normally we treat 6% of babies in Sweden, so this is a very high-risk baby. And after we put in these data, we get a score that is based on stage and zone of RP, and that has actually been proposed by the INC that we heard Madeleine mention that Andreas was part of, to be included when screening children now. And after we have put in all our screening data, we get a suggestion. In this case, this baby needs to be treated according to our guidelines, and it has to be within 3 days. And if we agree to do that, we enter what time the baby will be treated, and then this becomes white and not red. If we do not want to treat the baby within 3 days, we have to explain why we don't want to do that. So this is captured in the file. So this is an overview of how it looks when we have screened this baby from the early beginning. And when we have all the data captured here, we have the score, the development of the score, the postmenstrual age, and here you can see the development in the right and left eye, oxygen consumption. Then we simply push the button for sweat drop, and the data goes automatically into our patient registry. We're also working and have the technical possibilities to enter the data directly into our medical file, and that is on its way. And we will also, in the upcoming version, have a possibility to include the RETCAM images into the system, as well as a parent communication part, but that work is still ongoing. But we're very happy that we have come this far to actually capture validated data. So, yes, we need better tools, and I believe we do have one now, which enables automatic calculations, standardized reporting. It is decision support, and we actually have complete ROP screening data available in real time. And I also think this enables and reduces the risk of not having ROP data when the babies are transferred in between hospitals, because this system will enable us to see the data wherever the baby is, in Sweden at least, if we have this tool available. So thank you for this, and I think we're ready for questions, all of us now. Can you please join us?